Our first piece of news is that the WWE is going to be leaning heavily on Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch to recover ratings drop. WWE Raw has been suffering with rapidly decreasing ratings for a long time, but the WWE and the USA Network have been having conversation after conversation about what the plan is going to be going forwards. The answer is apparently more Seth Rollins and more Becky Lynch. Even 2 weeks ago, both of these were on SmackDown, and Raw was topped by Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre and Charlotte Flair. While there is no blame landing on the shoulders of those three, recent rumour mill around Flair aside, it was clear to the WWE that changes needed to be made at the top. So bringing in Lynch and Rollins was the obvious choice. Seth Rollins has been the third tier at best on SmackDown for a while now, and this is after being at a similar level on Raw. The top champion, WWE in Raw and of course Universal in SmackDown, and both women's champions, have typically been above him when it comes to priority. His victory in last week's ladder match is a clear sign that Seth's next move is back to the top, and Lynch has already firmly claimed the gold, positioning her at the very top as the gatekeeper of the women's division as well. Now, this week, Becky Lynch will be opening Raw with a championship match against Bianca Belair, while Seth Rollins begins his championship feud with Big E. Or maybe he doesn't, because whatever the plan is for Big E and Seth Rollins, it apparently will start to happen at an undisclosed time and very possibly in an undisclosed location. Raw needed star power. In fact, Raw desperately needed star power, and SmackDown had a surplus of it. If we were listing a top 5 names in the WWE, they were one and all on SmackDown until the draft. Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Seth Rollins. With the balance restored, these two are going to be the first and foremost for the next year at least, and Big E kinda needed that support. Now, Seth's chances of winning the championship aren't great, there'll be more on that later, but day by day the odds increase, particularly as we get past Survivor Series. The WWE are on a mission to make a big name of Big E, especially while Edge, Bobby Lashley and Goldberg are currently unavailable. Big E has already vanquished Lashley and Drew McIntyre. For Survivor Series, he looks set for his first main event against the head of the table Roman Reigns. This is how you make champions. This is how you make people who last forever, who stand the test of time. There's a reason that Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton was a big deal for a long time. They were trying to do the same thing. That said, Big E isn't quite there yet. Seth Rollins, however, is top tier. Becky Lynch is top tier, and working to continue to develop Bianca Belair and others around her, such as Piper Niven. Yes, I know she has another name, but come on, really? Everything will orbit around our power couple, championships or not, though they will be in and around the championships more often than not. Seth and Becky will build the next generation of top stars for WWE Raw. But that doesn't really answer the question that the WWE put to them. The big problem that Raw has is still the ratings. Are they going to be able to fix that? Are Seth and Becky about to usher in a new age of prominence and prosperity when it comes to those ratings? No, not even close. Even top tier workers and top tier names like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch won't have any effect on these numbers. The ratings issue on Raw is not about the star power. It's not necessarily about the writing. It's not even really about big moments. The ratings issue is about global changes in viewing habits. Changes at the top of the show don't change that, no matter how much Becky Lynch you throw out there. This is institutional of the television industry, not just wrestling and not just competitive punching. With this in mind, I'm committed to not blaming the power couple at the top if it doesn't go how the WWE hope it does. Hopefully, I'm not the only fan who decides to go that way.